Mara had always been a light sleeper. Every creak of the floorboards or rustle of the wind seemed to wake her. But tonight the house was unusually quiet, except for the ticking of the clock on her side table. The time glowed faintly, 3:13 a.m., and she couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. The old house she had just moved into was charming during the day, with the rustic beams and quaint stained glass windows. At night, however, the shadows seemed deeper, the corners darker. She tried to convince herself it was all in her head, but tonight the feeling was stronger. As she lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, she heard it, a faint tap, tap, tap. Mara froze, her breath caught in her throat. It seemed like it was coming from the window. She told herself it was probably a tree branch swaying in the wind. But when she remembered there was no tree near the side of the house, her stomach tightened. Tap, tap, tap. The noise was deliberate now, rhythmic and purposeful. Slowly, Mara turned her head towards the window. The curtains were drawn, but a faint outline of a shadow danced on the fabric, as though something or someone was standing just outside. Her heart raced. It was the middle of the night. Who would be outside her second floor window? Gathering her courage, Mara slipped out of bed and crept towards the window. She hesitated, her fingers hovering over the curtains. Every instinct screamed for her to stop, to go to bed, to hide under the covers, but she had to know. With one swift motion, she yanked the curtains open. The window was empty, nothing but the night sky and the faint glow of a street lamp greeting her. She let out a shaky laugh, pressing her forehead against the cool glass. "Get a grip, Mara," she muttered. But as she turned to go to bed, something caught her eye, a smudge on the glass. She leaned closer, her breath fogging the window. It wasn't a smudge, it was a handprint, small and pale, pressed against the outside of the glass. Her stomach churned. She stared at the handprint, trying to convince herself that it had been there all along, that she just hadn't noticed it before. Then it moved. A hand slid slowly down the glass, leaving a faint streak behind. Mara stumbled backwards, her leg giving out as she fell to the floor. The tapping resumed louder now. Tap, tap, tap. This time it came from the other window across the room. Trembling, Mara turned her head. The curtains there were still closed, but the shadow behind them was unmistakable. It wasn't a branch, it was a figure, and now it was inside.